Hello everybody, welcome to Dirty Air. I'm your host Alex Lambert, and we have some big news regarding Ryan Blaney being disqualified following NASCAR's playoff cup race at Las Vegas earlier today. This disqualification has many playoff implications that we'll talk about, and of course we'll discuss exactly what happened and why Ryan Blaney was disqualified. And let's go ahead and get right on into this breaking news following today's race at Las Vegas. So first off, Ryan Blaney, post-race inspections, did not have a proper left front shock underneath the race car. That resulted in him being disqualified. So all stage points Ryan Blaney earned, which he did earn a few, and his sixth place finish, originally what was a sixth place finish, will no longer be credited. Ryan Blaney will receive 1 point on the entire day, putting him essentially in a must-win. We'll take a look at everything that happened on the playoff grid. Everything has kind of been shaken up by a few points. We'll look into all that. But I do want to address a couple of concerns that I saw online, which was why Ryan Blaney's car was being checked, because he received a sixth place finish. To some people's knowledge, all cars don't get inspected except the top 2 or the top 5. So how it works is all playoff cars following each playoff race will be checked for their height and weight through post-race inspections, as well as many other components that will be checked. But he didn't get a full car breakdown or tear down from what I understand from NASCAR following the race, but they will check all playoff cars' height, weight, and a few other components. So obviously the height must have been affected by the shock, and you have to remember some of these templates are 1/1000th of an inch or less. So they will definitely catch anything that is off. Not too sure if there was an advantage with this or not. I'd have to dig a little bit deeper into that, but I do know Ryan Blaney has been disqualified, given 1 point on the day following what was originally a sixth place finish. Let's take a look at the updated playoff results. Once again, Kyle Larson, still your winner, still punches his ticket into the championship 4 at Phoenix. That's obviously big news. I discussed that a little more in my previous video, so I encourage you to go check that out. William Byron is now 11 points above the cut line. I believe that gives him 2 more points. Denny Hamlin moves up to 3rd. He was originally 4th on the cut line. He's 4 points above. Otherwise, he was 2 points above. Truex also was 2 points above before the penalty. They are now Hamlin's now 4 above. Truex is now 3 above the cut line. Christopher Bell loses 1 point, going 3 below. Tyler Reddick actually gains 2 points, is now 15 points out of the playoff, which is definitely a help. How many times have we seen it come down to 1 point or a tie in this round or in all rounds of the playoffs? So definitely want to keep an eye on that. Chris Buescher, unfortunately, actually goes from 19 below to 23 points below, so that's a pretty big difference when you're talking about how tight it is at this point of the season. Chris Buescher 23 points out, and then Ryan Blaney, I have him up here as negative 56. I might as well put that to -1 win, because he's going to be in a must-win situation following this event. Mathematically, it's not a must-win, but it would take absolutely something that is undoable for him to get into the next round of the playoffs. So Ryan Blaney has to approach Miami next week as a must-win and Martinsville as a must-win, and I don't believe he's had a whole lot of success at either of those racetracks. So it's not looking good right now for the driver of the 12 Penske car. And once again, everything on this playoff grid has been shaken up. And the reason that it is big, because it's only a point or 2 for some guys, is because we see every year how this comes down to a tie to make the Final 4 in points, or by 1 point or 2 points, or anything of that nature. It can be very close sometimes. So we have to continue to watch this. We'll continue to see how this changes week after week. Once again, I'll be back on next week following NASCAR at Miami for a full race breakdown, playoff grid breakdown, and all that stuff. So of course, like and subscribe if you like the video. Share the video if you'd like to. I obviously do appreciate it. And of course, let's get rowdy.